It's finally about time. It's what you've been asking for. The Chill Bill solo run. You want it? You can have. That is not Chill Bill. Okay, now it's time for the Chill Bill solo run. But there's only one problem with Chill Bill. We only do 14 damage a hit. And this is the best we're gonna get. So, remember the rule for the chompy only and the grenade only where we said, I'm gonna fight every single boss? No. Rules are being changed for this run, where I'm only gonna fight required bosses. Because, look how slow it is to kill sheep creep! Sheep creep out of all enemies! I'm gonna run out of timer. I'm gonna run out of timer. I ran out of timer fighting sheep creep. Did you ever think we'd be struggling to kill a sheep creep? Every single boss fight is going to take like a half an hour. Especially the Doom Raiders. We're going to be here for a very long time. But we beat sheep creep, so that's something, I guess. And for those of you who don't know, I should probably explain the rules for this run. The whole point is I can only fight bosses using actually Chill Bill. But, any other fight, I can use my Skylander. Normally in these villain onlys, I would fight every single fight and every single boss using my villain. But, since we're using Chill Bill, fighting normal enemies will probably take longer than fighting a boss. Because when you freeze an enemy, you can't deal damage to them as Chill Bill. So we're really going to only focus on bosses this run. And of course, to make things more interesting, if my Skylander ever dies, I have to reset. And if you enjoy seeing Skylanders content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe because I got plenty of it. Yeah, so in this case, I am actually able to use Boom Jet to kill these enemies because if I use Chill Bill, it would literally take hours. I'm not even joking. Okay, well, not for those particular enemies, but if we went into a battle arena, I feel like it would actually take like almost an hour to beat the whole thing with only Chill Bill. And that's just unnecessary time. I'd rather spend hours fighting Chompy Mage. Alright, come on, Chill Billy. 14 damage. So much damage. Look at that. Slivers. Slivers.
Slobber trap defeated.
I didn't even know that could happen this boss fight. Alright. Chompy Mage fight. Let's do it. Alright. Here we go. This is about to be a very a terrible one, actually. Roll up the sleeves. It's gamer time. Chompy Mage is going to be our first Doom Raider. Bosses that have a lot more HP than normal enemies. But unfortunately, I looked and I could not find actually how much HP Chompy Mage has exactly. So I can't tell you. But I do know that he has less HP than any other Doom Raider, which makes this a little bit less bad. What does make it bad is that Chompy Mage loves to jump around, making it very hard for Chill Bill to actually lock on him. And of course, he loves to spawn other Chompies, which means Chill Bill loves to lock on them too. But the boss fight wasn't too bad, only lasting 15 minutes and 43 seconds. Ooh, okay. We got him. Jeez, man. 14 damage at a time is just crazy. Okay, something I realized that I can do real quick. Hold on, let me show you. And do Chill Bill's quest to make him just a little bit stronger. Okay, now we can do just a little bit more damage. Okay, we have to do this now, don't we? Actually, or I could not fight him. Only required bosses, and technically Shrednot isn't required. Any second now. Maybe 2 more hits. 1 more hit. What? Got him. Okay. Pepperjack time. Come on, Chill Billy. We got this. We got this. Okay. I'm just... it's just crazy. Because, Chompy Mage doesn't have too much HP compared to the other Doom Raiders. So that just makes me think, how long is this going to actually take? Oh gosh, here we go. Chef Pepperjack is gonna be an absolute nightmare. Let's go, Chill Billy. Let's run it. And just like Chompy Mage fight, we don't actually know how much HP Chef Pepperjack actually has, but it's definitely more than Chompy Mage. But at least he doesn't like to jump around the entire map, so it's actually easier to hit Pepperjack than it is Chompy Mage until he gets into the burger phase, where, you know, sometimes Chobil just likes to miss. But overall, the fight wasn't, you know, too bad. It was only like 26 minutes and 52 seconds. Not that bad. Okay,
Chef Pepperjack
there we go.
defeated.
Jeez, man. Jeez, man. And then for chapter 6 and 7, I kind of just used the cutscene warp. Because technically, if you can skip the boss fights, they're not required. So let's just go straight to Dreamcatcher. Hey, at least Dreamcatcher is the easiest out of every single Doom Raider. So we should be fine. So of course, I used the cutscene warp to get to the Dreamcatcher fight immediately. And you know how I said that, you know, out of all the Doom Raiders, Chompy Mage has the least amount of HP? Well, that's actually Dreamcatcher. This boss fight is more of a gimmick boss fight, you could say, where, you know, you have to destroy all the beds and then you can actually attack her. And of course, she doesn't have that much HP. But where things kind of get annoying is when the floor starts to pretty much fall because of Chill Bill. He shoots pretty slow, which means if you're not careful, you could just immediately fall. But it is still Dreamcatcher, which means this fight took 10 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay, that was way more annoying than it should have been. That was actually just so ridiculously long for no reason. And then I beat Frankenstein in chapter 9, got the double kill on Rage Mage and Fisticuffs in chapter 10, and now we got chapter 11 with Dr. Crankcase. Alright, Crankcase. I think this might be probably one of the longest boss fights. Well, of course, the final 4 are gonna be very long. I can skip this though. Whew, here we go. This is gonna be a long one. Oh, I can't wait for the slivers, man. Oh, there, here. Oh, jeez. Only 4 big bosses remain, and now we're fighting Dr. Crankcase. And of course, we're doing slivers upon slivers of damage. But you know, once we're done very slowly poking him to death, the actual blades come into the play, which actually helps us a lot because most of the damage done in this boss fight is going to be from these blades, which is actually super useful because this would have been like an extra like 80 minutes. Like, it's crazy how much these boys actually carried the fight. But, you know, at the end of the day, we still pulled through, being about a 32-minute and 14-second fight. Oh, jeez, bro really died to his own trap, and also my microphone just fell off. Now, only 3 major bosses remain. Alright, anyway, bro died to his own saw. Bro died to his own trap. That's embarrassing. Could not be me though. Well, next on the chopping block is Wolfgang. Let's just get past Time Town first, which has like no required bosses. So like let's just skip. Oh, Wolfgang, Wolfgang, Wolfgang. This is gonna be awesome. I just know it. Oh, Wolfgang is gonna be very interesting. Actually, I don't think Wolfgang will be too bad. It's just gonna be long. Unless I just completely just embarrass myself on the laser section, then we should be fine. Alrighty. It's time to run it. Whew, big 18. Let's do this, Wolfgang. You ain't no match for Chill Billy. The Wolfgang boss fight actually doesn't have that much like cheesy or corny tactics to it. It's pretty much very simple, and during the 2D section, it's actually a lot easier to hit Wolfgang compared to the 3D one, so actually, this is a good fight for Chill Bill. But you know, of course, Wolfgang has a lot of HP, so, you know, we gotta very slowly, once again, poke him to death. But, you know, overall, this boss fight wasn't too hard, just very long. About, 42 minutes and 18 seconds long. but you know, who's counting? Okay. Oh, we got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. And that makes only 2 major bosses to go. Oh, we got him. We beat him. Okay, honestly, I think after that win, it is time to make Chill Bill one of our own, which means that he will be crowned with the Shark Hat. Chill Bill is now officially a member of my main Skylanders crew. And then I very slowly and very painfully got through the next 3 chapters. And now it's time for the Golden Queen. So there's only 4 bosses left. Bad Juju, Golden Queen, Smokescreen, and then Chaos. So this is gonna be a lot actually. Like even Bad Juju and Smokescreen might be really hard because there's a bunch of other enemies too. So I'm not gonna just kill the other enemies with Boomjet and then just 1v1 the boss of Chill Bill, which is probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try not to hit the boss. If I do, I'll just reset the entire game and start from the beginning on nightmare mode. But you know, no big deal. See, like in these Skylander games, it's hard to get a good 1v1. You know, with all these extra enemies, you can't really have a true test of strength. Okay, so this is where the Bad Juju fight is. We just need to kill every enemy before actually fighting her. Okay, it's boss fight time. And I'm spinning. Okay, let's get rid of every single enemy first. Okay, now we can fight Bad Juju. Wait, 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 wait. Oh! This is genius. Throw another bomb at me. Throw a bomb at me, please. You're dead. I missed. Let's go, baby. This boss fight might just be a big issue. Let's, we'll see. Okay, let's do this. Now it's time for the Golden Queen. And this boss fight is probably one of, if not the worst. I think it is the worst. Because, well, number 1, she has a bunch of HP. And number 2, she loves to spawn turrets, which also have a lot of HP. And, you know, they kind of have aimbot just a little bit. So a lot of times before I can attack Golden Queen, I actually have to kill the turret first, which loves to move around, which makes it harder for Chill Bill to actually lock on them. And then of course the part with the 4 turrets was an actual just nightmare. My Skylander actually almost died a couple of times, but we were surprisingly able to pull through. But after a very brutalizing, like a very long time, I got into a bit of an issue. Okay, so I've been like doing this for about 20 or so minutes right now, and her health has not gone down a single bit. So I do not know what is going on. What if I use someone else? Does their health actually go down? Is it not going down? Oh, well, I gotta get to the bottom of this. This has never happened to me before. Oh, see, there it went down. Okay, well, okay, so here's the plan, right? I'm gonna finish this boss fight with Deja Vu, and then we'll just move on to Chaos with Chill Bill, cause I don't think that I was able to actually bring her down like at all. Her health bar did not change like a single bit when I was using Chill Bill to fight her. Yeah, so I don't really know why that happened, but I guess we'll just forget Golden Queen ever existed. So let's just move on to Chaos. Alright, our final level, we have 2 more bosses, Smokescreen and then Chaos. Let's run it, Chill Billy. Okay, it's time for Smokescreen. But there's also a bunch of other enemies that show up. So, get out of my face. Oh, here come the Hoodsicles. Okay. Why is it so hard to hit him? Like, I don't know why, but I'm struggling to actually deal damage. Bro, and of course my gun locks onto the barrels. Stop. What was that? And just like that, only one boss. Oh, come on. Only one boss. Only one boss. Why? And just like that, only one boss remains. Here we go. It is time for chaos. This boss is going to probably take longer than any other. Maybe not Golden Queen. Golden Queen actually sucked really hard. But you know, it's still gonna take a long time. The moment has arrived. The moment we've all been waiting for. The big chaos fight. And actually, this fight wasn't even that bad. It definitely wasn't as bad as Golden Queen. But things actually weren't too difficult. Of course, Chaos's attacks are kind of easy to dodge. And especially when the bullets come out, we can actually use those bullets to push Chill Bill's timer higher. So that means we can get more damage off pretty much. And of course, the main thing with Chaos is that he has a a lot of HP and 3 different phases where he gains more HP. So we're just here for a very long time, shooting our little gun, pew pew, very slowly. And when I mean very slowly, I mean around 56 minutes and 48 seconds long. Oh, wait, what? He still had quite a bit more HP, I thought. Was it just me or did he have a lot more HP? That was at least like a couple, like a lot more hits. And just like that, Skylanders Trap Team has officially been complete with Chill Bill. And of course, if you want to see more amazing Skylanders content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That's about it. It's Dunyan Rings.